Let's have a look how this massive splitter fits in here. Bloody hell, this thing is absolutely massive. Exactly what we wanted. Oh guys, this is pretty outrageous. This is pretty outrageous. Do you want downforce with that car, sir? Yes please, I'll take all of it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Honestly, the camera doesn't translate the full size of it. It's big. Anyways, that's what we wanted. That's what I wanted. Thank you, Eddie. He was the one who was like, stop being such a peep about it and put a big one or go home. Okay, so now I need to finalize the position with a bit of gaffer tape, a bit of measuring and stuff like that, so we know where it is. Then we can measure up with the brackets. And like I said before, I'm gonna cut the slots. The bracket's gonna go from underneath, and we can pretty much bolt it on. So then all we have to do is the end plates, the little gurney flaps at the rear, the air dam, and the splitter is done. So
that's a good one.
So I'm definitely happy with the position. So now we can mark where the brackets go, drill some holes. Now we have to cut a slot in here. Perfect. I'm basically just using a 2.5 mil cut-off wheel, and it's perfect fit. Now let's attach the actual brackets that hold it. We'll test it on full extension, so they are in the highest position. Alright, I think it's time to fit the splitter and test how it actually fits. Bloody perfect! You know what, I think actually the lowest position is what we need, to be honest with you, most likely. So now that the brackets are all zinc plated and nice and gold, it's time to finalize the air dam and all the other supports. Unfortunately, I was hoping, as much as I was hoping, that it will be able to hold my weight without any additional supports like cables. Unfortunately, I don't think it could. I mean, maybe it can. I mean, I'm applying quite a bit of weight, but it just flexes. It's because it's so far out. It will flex anyways, unless I make it 25 mil ply, whatever, steel reinforced and then weight. So the easiest solution is to use cables like this. This is similar what Tegiwa supply on their website. 14 pounds each, so that's 60 quid. No. So we have 3 mil cable, stainless steel. We have the press feed lugs that actually have a tool to press, and then we have a little sort of adjuster and a little sort of quick release, because we wanted quick release. So essentially will be 4 of those on each side. You literally just pop the pin out and then the cable just pops off. That's another reason why I want a cable, not a rigid tube, because with a rigid tube it's a lot more difficult to make quick release. This one, because it flexes. And then pin from each side, and the splitter should slide outwards, theoretically. Let's drill a couple of holes let's make some cables and then we can probably test it with the weight on. So here they are, those 6 mil, 3 mil crimp, whatever, I can't remember what they're called. I'll try and leave a link with Amazon or eBay if you're interested. So the cable simply goes on top like that, and then you need a tool like this. This is 15 ton or 20 ton, I don't remember. And then you just, and it does like that. In all fairness, this is too small. The smallest tool I have is number 6 mil. So I actually cut my own groove. So it's not the prettiest, but it definitely will hold. And I do it twice. And of course they're all stainless steel, so it's not gonna rust. Ding, 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 ding. So now we need to measure the distance we need from here. And we're also using one of those. It's the same, from the same family, so the same principle, you press it in. But this one is the adjustable sort of length, so we can see. I mean, you've seen this before. Already have one on there, so now we need to just measure the distance we need. Maybe put a little bit of heat shrink just to make it black. And one side is done. Alright, you've seen it first. A bit scary, but it holds 95 kilos, give or take. I've done quite a few splitters in the past and air dams. Actually, almost lost count. I don't want to sound like I've done like 100 of them, but maybe 10. It gets really easy after a while. A lot of people really struggle, and that's why they buy the ready-made ones. And I just don't understand. Not only they're not real splitters, they're just, it's so easy. You've seen it. You just mock it up on the car with cardboard or whatever, then cut it out of plywood or make composite or whatever. Air dam is really easy as well. All you need is just some L-shaped brackets. I'm using those aluminium large ones. They weigh absolutely nothing, but yeah. And then for the air dam, before I've used garden edging. It's right there, but this one is slightly higher. It's 130 mil. The garden edging, I think it's 120, so we literally left a centimeter in the center. This is debond, again, extremely easy to cut and work with, and it's been wrapped in black by Calci Print Design, STD. yeah, let's put it on the car and see what we can actually do with the end bits.